welcome back to building a mega factory. My name is Diablo, and today, well, I have took some time. Is that a proper sentence? Let me try that again. Jeez. I've taken some time this week to do a lot of testing and a lot of, nitpicking and trying to fit stuff where it didn't actually fit. But I have actually made it all fit. I have done it, and I will show you that today. And hopefully, I can also get the control units done today. But I'm not promising anything. We have to do some preparatory work in order to make it all fit and in order to make it all go where I want it / need it to go. No, go away. Leave me alone. Oh, how can I do anything with all you bots around? Yeah, I thought so. Go away. Ah, you ruined it already. Never mind. How can I do this? I'll just grab you. Go. All right. Delete. Delete. Good. Probably can get rid of that as well. I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to use that. I'm not going to use any dirt at the moment. Not going to use any lasers at the moment, as far as I know at least. Alright, that should have cleared enough room for me to do something. Let's clean this up. There we go. Let's do the same for the other side. Ooh, and while I'm at it, let's clear out these trees, shall we? Ooh, look, not the lights, just the trees. Awesome. Alright. Ooh, more trees here. Fine, we can deal with them as well. A little bit down, thank you. And then all of this can go. All of this can go. It has to go, otherwise I can't make this actually work. But you will see that in a moment. I think that's enough. When in doubt, destroy some more. Alright, that's cool. And I believe the only thing I have to do is that. Let's just go wide on this, because I actually don't know if that's needed, but I don't want to mess this up. Okay, I think I've done everything I know. Ooh, no. Forgot a very important bit, which is this bit. Because this line needs to be replaced. And I might as well do it right now. There we go. Awesome. Alright, I think that's it. So, time for the big reveal. Let's see. There it is. Rocket fuel. And there we go. It is a little bit of a tight squeeze. But everything fits and it works perfectly. This produces approximately hang on, did I forget to take something away, or am I not aiming this correctly? I forgot to take something away on this side. Alright, that's fine. Let's do that now. I believe no, you can stay. I believe that's enough. This produces about 1.5k of rocket fuel every minute, which is way more than I need. So I need to have somewhere that I can siphon off. I haven't thought of that actually, but I need somewhere to siphon off a little bit of that fuel so we can run our fuel train for our satellites. So there. Yeah, let's I think that's it. I think we are now doing this very carefully and looking at everything, looking at all the possible things that I might screw up before I place this down, because it's going to be annoying to take everything away again. I think I don't see any more red. Let's go down a little and check that again. No, I think that is it. Yeah, those are perfectly aligned. There we go. There we go. Now what I will do, because this is already producing, I will cut this right there so we don't, you know, get a big mess in the middle. Because I don't want a big mess in the middle. Did I remember to... Yes, I did. Good. Now, some of you more eagle-eyed viewers might notice that it's not perfectly symmetrical, but that was unavoidable, and if you don't see it, never mind, I didn't say anything. Hang on, why is there stuff coming in from this side? That is weird. Let's not do that, okay? Let's just make sure we don't do that. So yeah. If you don't see it, then ignore everything I just said. Let's continue the build, shall we? Because there is a lot to build. Especially if you also want to get to... components? No. Computer engines? No. Control units! Yeah, that was it. Control units. If we want to get to control units. Right, let's try to cover as much ground as we can. Because we still have so much to place. I haven't nearly enough modules with me, by the way, to finish this. But as long as it's running... Might not run optimally, but as long as it's running, I'm actually fairly happy with it. Optimization will come at a later date. Now, it's just a matter of running back and forth with lots of stuff. Do I really need to explain? I mean, we have... let me think about this. 10, 20. Let me think about this. How many did we have again? 10, 20, 40, 80 of these. No, sorry, 160 of these light oil converters to have to solid. Sorry, got a bit distracted there. Light oil to solid fuel converters, and we have 40 of them in the variety of petrol. No, sorry, 80. So 160 in total, 80 on this side, 80 on that side for the light oil, and 80 in total, 40 on this side, 40 on that side, for the petrol conversion. And it runs smooth. It runs very smooth. Run it for a long time, just to know, just to test that I am sure that it does what it needs to do. And it does that deliciously. Right, let's make sure we place everything down. I clearly don't have enough assemblers with me, but we will get them later. For now, we shall just try and place as many beacons as we can, which are almost already gone. And then we'll have to fetch some more. But we still have lots of speed modules to place, if we can. Oh, and that thing. And those three, I think we are just about done with everything. Let's see, what else do we have? Nothing of use in this particular setup. Now, I want to be able to bring as much stuff. Hang on. As much stuff as I can. That's been placed, and that's been placed. Perfect. Okay, I want to bring as much stuff as I can, so I'm going to leave as much stuff as I can right here. Now, hang on, did I not need any more undergrounds? Really? Yeah, those are not undergrounds. Nope, that's all fine. That is all perfect. Alright, so I don't need those anymore. Yeah, I've got them still there, so that's good. Of course, I need my trains, but I can leave them for now because I need to place those there. Is there anything else? Well, I can put those in factory. I can put this in factory designs like that. This is just build stuff we don't need, and we don't need you. So you were all temporary, and you can go into miscellaneous again. Right, made some extra room right there. Good. Sure, why do I have so many lights? I don't know. I don't understand. Doesn't really matter. That should be enough room. So what do we need? What do we need? We need pipes, lots of pipes. A heck of a lot of modules. Not so much speed modules, but the productivity modules, of course. A whole bunch of assemblers. And do we need more chemical plants? Let me check. Oh, well, do we need more chemical plants? Is that a joke? Look at that. Look at how many we still need. And, of course, beacons by the dozen. So, let's go fetch. And let's get back here ASAP to do our thing. Go to stuff. Thank you. Oh, can't do that. So I need to keep an eye on my... You know what? I can do that whilst I'm in transit. Jump out a little ahead of time. Just to make sure I don't lose any of them. Because that's just annoying. Wait, what are you... Oh, you were waiting for me. Nice. Very nice. Oh, yes. And I have a little trick for... Oop, let's jump out early. Get my robots back into where they're supposed to be. You can all fetch the wood from my inventory. From my trash area. Very nice. And where are you all? Why are you not picking up wood? Hello. It's very nice that you're bringing me stuff. I want you to take away the wood. Oh well, you can do that whilst I'm walking around. I did have a lot of these, but I'm going to be placing so many more. So I'm just going to grab 200 more just to be safe. This should be running. Yeah, it's not running great, but it is running. So let's ignore the fact that it's not going that well. That. Is my wood gone? Yes, my wood is gone. I need a heck of a lot of beacons, but I don't want to bring them all. So I'll bring... That's about 100. You know what? I'll bring 200. I can always store the rest in my train. What else do we need? We needed... Scroll. Zoom. Scroll. Belts. Well, we have belts. That I believe that we have enough belts in the train and on our person. Assemblers, of course. What was I thinking? I need 100 billion. Oh my gosh, there's not a lot, is there? Why are you not doing what you're supposed to be doing? Hang on. Aren't you supposed to bring... Why is this going so slowly? Let's fix that, shall we? Whatever, I don't care. I do care a little bit. These will never work, so let's not waste any of those on there. These might do, so... Then the question becomes, why are there... Well, there's a lot here, actually. Huh. And since this thing isn't actually doing anything anymore, let's see. If this is bigger than... Hang on, why is this still working? Oh, it's reading it over there. Oh, okay. Perfect. Never mind. Don't mind me. So, why aren't more robots flying these things over? Maybe I should make the request a little bit bigger so more robots are flying. What's my request rate here? 20, so... I would expect more robots to be, you know, flying, but they are not. Oh well, let's grab all of these. What are you waiting for? For these things? Why is there no green? Wait, why is there no green? You ain't producing any. Well, hardly any. So every so often one will get through. But it's not nearly enough. And then you eat the rest. So this is probably due to the fact that the trains... yeah, they're all stuck again. I have a little trick for that. I'm wondering if I should do that right now. That will save us a lot of headache in the future. So unload. And you're all ready to go. So at least that makes room for the trains, which makes room for the supplies, which get the green chips flowing again. All right, well, you know what? Might as well do it right now. I might as well do it right now. So that means we are going to move. I'm just gonna do that. Hang on, don't want that actually. Stick that in there. Get rid of those. Get rid of those. That's fine. Let's go here and let's try and fix that green chip issue, because I do have a little trick for that. But that means we need to go to chips. We have time for that. We can make some time for that. Let's go there and let's see if we can make this work. Jump out here because this is where we need to be. Okay, so what do we need to do? Well, we need to make sure that trains don't block this area so it can't be refueled again. How do we do that? Well, we need to tell these trains, look, there isn't enough stuff, go away. How do we tell trains that there isn't enough stuff? Well, we use combinators for that. Let's see. We have a decider combinator. Actually, I think I need 3. Oh, we already have 3. That's a quinky dink. Alright, we need some red wire. We need maybe some green wire. I'm not entirely sure, actually. I need to do this right here. Oh, and we need a calculation, which is that one. Let's see. Let's fit that one in there. Good. Now we can see how much is in there. 50,000. Awesome. Okay. Now, we take our 3 combinators. 1, 2, 3. Why is that without power? Oh my gosh. Right, we'll do it a little bit differently. I'll do it by hand. We'll stick that one there so it has power. We'll stick that one there. Yeah, why not? Stick that one there. And then use a red wire again to connect the whole thing up. Like that. Okay, so now we can see how much we have. Awesome. Now, we want to tell this train station to turn off when we are below a certain amount. But we want it to turn on again when we are above a certain amount. We want that range, right? Okay, so how do we do that? Well, first we need to tell these 2 combinators the same we tell this pole, which is how much is in there actually. Okay, so if we want to build a range, we will first tell the first decider if green chips, because that's what we're looking for, green chips, is smaller than, well, let's say 180,000. So we want the boxes to be almost full at every time. 180,000. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, set. Output, I don't know, an A1. Yeah, that seems good. Okay, so technically, because we are now at 64,000, we should get a signal because we are below 180,000. We do. Output signal says A1. Perfect. Okay, so the second one will say if green chips are, let's say above 240,000, output a B signal. A and B. Makes sense, right? Okay, so we now have set our lower limit and our upper limit for our range. We want this station to turn on if there's more than 240,000 green chips, but we want it to turn off only when it falls below 180,000. Okay, so we've established that now. Now what we need to do is make what is called a latch, and you do that by connecting the output of a combinator to the input of a combinator. What that does is, or what it allows you to do, is take an input, which might then fall away, but to keep that input in the system. So for instance, I would say I want the output signal to be at our lower range. So for instance, in this case, that would be an A1 signal. I would like to output this signal if I hit my lower output or my lower range. So this 180,000. So let's say if I how do I explain this? Sorry, I will try to explain. This is below 180,000. This is below our threshold that we set right there. So this is outputting an A1. Okay, perfect. We will send that that output of A1 into this decider and tell it to check whether we have actually reached our upper limit. Because if we do reach our upper limit, then we can turn that signal off. This signal off, because then we turn our train station on. It's an inverted signal in this case. I hope I'm explaining this correctly. It makes sense, but I'm probably not explaining it very well. So what we will do is tell this if A is bigger than B, because remember this outputs a A1 signal, and this outputs nothing until we get to, if we actually get to 240,000. So the only signal we should be getting is an A1 signal, which is bigger than no signal at all. So we will input or output an A1 again. Now, having outputted an A1 with the connection from the output to the input, we will continuously have a bigger signal of A being bigger than B, as B is not signaling anything yet. Okay. If we then, so let's connect that up before I forget. So the output of A will connect to the input of this decider combinator. Okay, so we're now outputting A1 because A, which is a 1 signal, is bigger than B, which is a none signal. So 1 bigger than 0. Makes sense? Output an A1, which then feeds into itself, keeping it alive. However, once we do reach that 240, we would like to have that signal also being input into the back of this. And then A1 equals B1. Well, the A and B don't equal, but the 1 is the value you need to listen for. So 1 equals 1. That means we don't output an A anymore. that means this signal stops working. How awesome is that? Okay, so with that in mind, we can connect the output of this thing to the train station and tell the train station to enable or disable depending on whether we get an A signal or not. So we'll do, let's see, what did we do? A1, right? Yes, I think that was it. Set. Did I? Well, let's do bigger than 0. Yeah, it has to be bigger than 0, because it can have 2, of course. Can it? No, I think this is correct. I think this is correct. Right, we need to make sure that we can actually demonstrate this. So, and gosh, I hope I explained that correctly, but I might have stumbled through that a bit. Sent the, oh, this one already wants to drive off, so that's good. Let's get all the trains in their respective places so we can actually get this number up to where it needs to be, so we can see this station turn off, or rather turn on. I don't know. Wait, it should now. No, it's, yes. I think I've made a mistake somewhere. Hang on, let me calculate this one more time. The output. A1. So I've done some calculating. I've done some thinking. Of course, my mistake was not equal to 1. I want to invert the signal. So I don't want this when it outputs a signal to turn on. I want this to, when this outputs a signal, to turn off. Because that's the signal that we are outside of our range. So this has to be smaller than 1. And that will turn this off. Yes. Okay, so quick recap. If we fall below 100,000 or 180,000, we'll output a signal of A1. If we, oops, that's a train. That signal then gets put into this combinator that checks if A is bigger than B. B is not outputting anything at the moment. So A is bigger than B. We will output an A1 also. Meaning that we now have, going into this thing, because we have attached the outside output of this combinator to the input of this combinator, we have an input signal of A2. Again, that's bigger than nothing, being B. Once we get to above 180,000, which makes this not true anymore, we won't output this A1 anymore, but we will still output our own A1 into the input. So we'll have still have an A1, meaning we still have an A bigger than B, meaning this will keep, stay turned on. However, when we get above 240,000 green chips, we will also output a B1. And if we combine a 1 signal and a 1 signal, or compare a 1 and a 1, they are equal. So A is no longer bigger than B, meaning we will stop outputting, we will stop inputting into ourselves, and we will stop outputting to this train station, which will then be the A signal will then be smaller than 1 because it's non-existent, turning off the train. So if we fall below, or turning it on again, sorry. If we fall below 180, we will turn off the station. If we go above 240, we will turn on the station. God, that was way too convoluted. I'm so sorry, but I hope I made something clear to someone somewhere. The only problem with that, of course, is that we now have to wait until we hit that point. Or no, this train station is already off. Yeah, so we've already, because we are below 180, we are already at the point that no trains will stop there. Problem, of course, is we have 2 stations, so we need to do this twice. Which is not really a problem, but, you know. And I won't go through the entire spiel again, because the first time was horrible enough. We need 3 of these, 1, 2, 3, to make a latch. Alright, we can place the first one down, 1, 2, move you, 3. Alright. Let's do the same thing again. Connect that one. I don't want power, actually. Just want to count something that I can count with. We need some red wire. Do we still have red wire? No, we don't. So we'll take some red wire. Thank you very much. And we'll connect that to there. Just because I want to be able to see how much is there. Now, we also want to tell... I'll go from top to bottom. You and you, what's inside of you. And make my life a little bit easier by going... Hang on. What are you doing there? Go away. We'll go copy. Have to be right next to it, don't I? Paste. And we'll go copy. Paste on the second one. And we'll go, whoops. Copy, is this? Yeah, perfect. And we'll go paste, and whilst we're at it, we might as well copy the train station as well. Paste, so that when we connect it, it'll all be good. So we need to connect the output from that to input from that, so we can have our latch. We will connect the output of these two to the input of that. Oops, that's not what I meant to do at all. Now it's just not going to work. So we'll take that one away and we'll output to that one. Thank you very much. So we input here, we read the content, we output an A1 to there, and of course then we need to make sure that we connect the output to the train station. Otherwise it's never going to work. So now it should be turned off. Yes. And we also read the B1 if it ever comes to there. So we now have A2. Yeah, perfect. All right, exactly what I wanted. Now, that means, as you might already see, trains that were waiting here were thinking, hey, hang on, there's no stations to go to. So they'll, after a few seconds, recalculate where they have to go and move on back to where they came from. Meaning we'll have this open for the refueling stations to be refueled or, you know, resourced. Resourced. Never mind. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Right. I'm doing a terrible job today of explaining things. I have no idea what's wrong with me. But I hope that made it a little bit more clear. So now we have plenty of time for these train stations to be filled to the brim until we get to a point where we are above 240, and both stations will then start to work again, at which point, you know, trains can come and go as they please until they are below 180, and then they can just go away. That is the solution to our waiting trains problem. See, now it just works like a charm. Let's avoid that train, shall we? Let's get to our own train, because we are apparently blocking, whoopsie daisy, everything at the moment. Let's go back to this one and let's go away. But this is now working. Good. And again, I do apologize for my terrible explanation today. But good news, though. We have a rocket fuel area. This one. How awesome is that? Of course, I need to, you know, place most of this stuff. And we've gone terribly over time, I think. No, just barely. So we can do a little bit more, I suppose. We can do a little bit more. Right. Of course, there's a lot more to do. Unfortunately, I did not get to the control units today. You know what? We'll do that in the live stream. Doesn't really matter. It's a breeze. Ooh, and lest I forget. Ooh, can I leave? I can't leave, of course. Can I put a radar? Or a radar? I mean, one of these things here, maybe? No, probably not. No, I can't put that there, can I? Unfortunately. Otherwise, I'd just have the robots do all the work, and so I could walk around. But that's not going to be the case. I could do it here. But how big is that area? Not really big. And I'm already running out of stuff, so never mind. I'll go like this. How many? Oh, that was all the speed modules I had. I severely underestimated the amount of speed modules I needed, and apparently the amount of undergrounds and belts. Let's see how far we get with placing down our... Ooh. And chemical plants. I forgot chemical plants. How could I forget chemical plants? Oh well. Did I not put stuff into a box here? Yes, I did, so we can use those. Awesome. I don't need any of that, so we can leave those. And let's see if we can utilize those speed beacons anywhere. Probably. There we go. And obviously on this side as well. And then we still have plenty of pipes to be put down, which we also didn't bring. I'm kind of forgetful today. What's going on? Oh well. Let's at least grab some belts and put those down. We are done with these guys. We can grab all the belts we want, all the undergrounds we want. Do we still have? Yeah, we have plenty of those, so I'm not going to bother with splitters. I'll make sure I have enough of these. Yeah, that's fine. Let's just go down the middle, I suppose. Okay, these are already... Oh, shoot. I forgot to kill these, didn't I? Ugh. Let's just kill those now. Otherwise, I'm going to go insane with all the stuff. Look at that. Look with all this stuff everywhere. I can just dump you in there, can't I? Like that. Perfect. How long are you... Okay, so that should be the last of them. No, it's not that. It's not that bad having some of this stuff on the line already. Oh, of course I need lots and lots of arms. How could I forget? Well, it's just one of those days, I suppose. It's turning out to be one at least. Okay, so that's that. Let's continue our very important work. Where did my robots go? Oh, they're all in the middle of this thing, floating around without power. Oh well. How many did I put in this build? Where's my factories? There they are. 600! Well, I underestimated that as well. Are you all done? Let's move on, please. Thank you. Cannot build, because I only think I only need one more, so I guess I can just build that. Apparently I have to wait a long time. Well, there's plenty of stuff that still needs to be placed, so... I'm not too worried about wasting time. Because we're not. At all. Oop, there goes the first batch of rocket fuel. Very nice. Is that done? This side, so we can go to the other side now. Good. Good, 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 good. There we go. That's not done yet. Hurry up. So if the fuel made it out, the middle row is completely done. Otherwise the fuel couldn't have gotten out. Makes sense, doesn't it? Alright, let's wait just a few seconds longer for this one so we can place that one there. Hooray! Alright, done that. I'm getting stuck behind pipes now. Ooh, speaking of which, let's make a few pipes. Because we are going to need a few. Let's just go with 40. That should be quite... Nah, it's not nearly enough. Let's just do, I don't know, something like that. Because we will be needing a lot of pipes, I see. Very much so. How many pipes are in this build? 1.1k. Oh my god. It's a lot of pipes. And we are already done. All the belts have been placed, all the undergrounds have been placed. Not all the arms have been placed, because simply I don't have enough arms with me to do that. And you are not there. Nope. And this one was emptied out already. Yep. Okay. What's that? Oh, more pipes. Even more pipes. Any more? No, but a little bit more belts, though. Oh, come on. Yes. And that's it. Awesome. So we are in business. As I said, yes, I do. I know I need a lot more productivity modules and, well, not any speed modules, actually. That's going quite well. So I just need lots of chemical plants and lots of productivity modules to get this up to speed. But for now, it'll do just fine. Last thing I will do today, because I did such a terrible job explaining things, I will make it up to you by doing this as well. Going a little bit longer, just going why is it not sometimes not doing this correctly? I still don't understand. Let's try that again. Oh, I've got no more axe. There we go. Axe build. Thank you. Right. Click, 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 click. Yeah, that works. That's the first one. I did not rename these things yet. So let's grab that one, copy that, and paste it onto there. And then just say, this is not left, this is right. Perfect. We'll copy that over to there. Awesome. Sure, why not? I don't have anything to put fuel into, so I don't care. You, however, shall go to... We'll do the unload first, obviously, which is here, which is rocket fuel. Because we want the unload on the right-hand side. We want the unload to be on top until you are empty. Good. Then we want you to go and load some crude oil. Far east top. Don't we have something further? Iron ore, no. Is it that one? Oh, it's that one. Yeah. Because the other one would be middle and bottom. So, perfect. Absolutely perfect until you are full. Nice. Now, let's send you somewhere else, because I don't actually want you here. Because I can't... Hang on, let's do that a little bit more efficiently. Do we have a private station here somewhere? No, we do not, and we can't park it here because of the weirdness with that. Are you empty? Oh, you're almost empty. You're almost done as well. How cool. Yeah, I'll guess I'll send you to that one. We'll walk to you in the next, or in the live stream actually. So we'll go to private station right in science. So we can actually place this one. There we go. Fill that up with fuel. Grab some of these train wagons. Oops. There we go. Oh my gosh. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. It is a mystery to me which is when. But you know what? We'll just do it real slow like, and that will work too. Then we'll copy this one to that one and we'll tell them both to go. Bye-bye. Very awesome. And they will be back soon enough, and this will start to make rocket fuel. As a matter of fact, I can turn it on, can't I? There we go. Won't be turned on for long. Oops, that's that automatic replace. Really. There we go. And let's follow this. Ooh, I forgot to turn that one on, didn't I? Yep. Otherwise, it's never going to work properly. That one and... Gosh, that one. Okay, perfect. It's not going to output, you know, perfect amounts at this time. Because these side ones are not even being fed any raw solid fuel. So it's just the middle bit that's now semi-working-ish. Are these trains back yet? No, so these ones are running purely on what they get from this side. Now we're going to get some more into here, which is fine. Yeah, these ones are firing now. I think. Are they? Yeah, they are. Which means we will see more input from this side. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Very awesome indeed. Very awesome indeed. Okay. So, production now is at 400. Not nearly what it needs to be, but it will improve. I promise you that. As a matter of fact, this has already been filled. Alright, so in the live stream, we will make sure that this gets connected up there. That we will build this section, clear this section first, then build this section. And have a train station somewhere, maybe there, for rocket fuel. Maybe in here. To pick up rocket fuel to put into the satellite area. Which, of course, is not there, but there. Hee hee. Look at that. It's already coming. Oh, look at that. It is running. Of course, it's not running ideally, but, you know. It will at some point, I promise. So, that, my friends, is that. Rocket fuel has been completed-ish. If you don't count all the modules that are missing. And the missing chemical plants. We'll do that in the live stream. I'm not too worried about that. For now, however, I shall say thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you did, subscribe to the channel, comment down below if you have any suggestions or ideas. My name is Diablo and I will see you next time.